What is up, you guys? Ryan Brewer back here, the host of Michael Myers Reacts, and today I'm here to review Halloween Kills. Now, this is going to be a spoiler-free review, so if you guys haven't seen the film yet, you are safe to watch this video. I'm probably going to do a spoiler talk sometime next week. So first things first, you're probably wondering, did you like the movie? I'm very mixed with this movie. Now, I didn't hate Halloween Kills, and I definitely didn't love Halloween Kills. There is problems in this movie. There are things that they did that I would have done differently. But overall, I did enjoy myself. I had a good time. But it's not a perfect Halloween film, and it's not a perfect film in general. Of course, I was hyped up for this movie because I'm a hardcore Halloween fan. I had a lot of things that I wanted to see with this movie. It lacked in some things. I'm not going to talk about that too much because, again, I am keeping the spoiler free. It lacked in some things, but then again, it did things really, really right at the same time. And what I mean by it did some things right, I'm talking about the flashback scenes. Now, I like the flashback scenes. There are some things that I would have done differently with a certain character in the flashback scenes, but it wasn't bad. It made us, as an audience, feel like we were in 1978. Just everything was there. They did really good with the flashback scenes, and that was something I was really worried about. And I would say that they did as good as they could have. Like, they had the Myers house spot on. It looked exactly like the Myers house from 1978. Obviously, they had the late 70s vehicles, and the guy who played Myers in the flashback scenes, Aaron, I'm not sure what his last name is, but I know his first name is Aaron. He did really good as Michael Myers, and the mask looked really, really good. It did scream Halloween 1978. And by the way, that shot, the video I did that has like over 10K views now, that shot is definitely my favorite shot in the movie. I was completely right. I love that shot. That's the one that stood out to me most. There are some other great shots in this movie, but the flashback scenes, I would say I'm impressed with. There are a few things I would have changed, but just very minor things, not major. Well, one thing is kind of major, but I think they did really good on the flashbacks. And if you don't know what shot I'm talking about, they did a featurette, I think it was called like Return to Haddonfield, where you see Michael walking in and out of the shadows, passing trees. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's in the very beginning of Halloween Kills. If you've seen Halloween Kills, you know what I'm talking about. That shot absolutely blew me away, and it's definitely my favorite shot. And now we get into the present time stuff, which was also really, really good. I will say one thing, the kills in this movie are the strong point of this movie. There's not a lot of story to Halloween Kills. It's not a story-heavy film, which we knew that going into it, because they already said that, pretty much Halloween Ends, if I can speak, is going to be more story-heavy than Halloween Kills. And yeah, there's just not a lot of story here. The story is basically what we already knew. Obviously, the city of Haddonfield, is fed up with Michael. They want Michael dead, and that's pretty much the plot of Halloween Kills. Now, another strong point with Halloween Kills is obviously returning characters. Tommy Doyle, even though, of course, Anthony Michael Hall is playing Tommy Doyle, it's not the original. Kyle Richards is back as Lindsay. I don't know why I went blank there. Marion Chambers is back. Sheriff Brackett is back, or, just Brackett. That was really nice. Having a little Halloween 1978 reunion was nice, but I will say that they did things with certain characters that doesn't sit well with me. Like, they did things with original characters that we all know and love that I didn't really like. Now, I'm not saying that it was bad what they did. Certain characters, it kind of made sense, with what they did with those characters. I'm not trying to say too much here. Some of those characters, it made sense, but others, it was like, why do that? You just sort of wasted that character. Another problem I had with this movie, I know it sounds like I'm really nitpicky with this movie and picking things out, because this movie's not perfect. I'm just going to say it right now. This is not a perfect Halloween film. It has its problems, but to me, I don't know if you guys feel this way about it, especially if you've seen the movie, let me know about this, but it almost felt like this movie wasn't taking itself serious. Now, of course, we all know there was jokes in Halloween 2018, and, this one doesn't have as much jokes as 2018, but it just, something about the vibe of this movie, to me, just felt like this wasn't like a serious matter. There were things in it that were almost like laugh out loud moments. And again, I know Halloween 2018 has jokes in it, and it's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with throwing jokes into a Halloween film. It's just something, the feel of this movie wasn't bad, but at the same time, it was like, wait a minute, it's like you guys aren't taking this whole Michael Myers thing serious. But I definitely will say there is some suspense moments in this movie. There's a scene with Lindsay where she's at the park, and you guys know what I'm talking about if you've seen it. You know, she's hiding from Michael after Michael does certain things, and she's hiding from Michael Myers, and Michael's walking, and he stops, and he's looking around, and you can hear his breathing. You know, he goes up on this bridge, and you can hear his boots, and just that whole scene right there was probably my second favorite scene in the entire movie. I loved it. I love how Michael paused and you just hear the breathing, and it just really screamed Halloween. And when I say you can hear his boots, I mean like when he's walking on the bridge. But overall, I mean, the movie isn't terrible. The mask looks great in it. The flashback mask looks amazing. The opening with the firefighters, I think I could talk about this because you guys know there's going to be a firefighter massacre scene in this movie, and there is. That was really cool. And I want to say this too. The trailers that we got for Halloween Kills did not touch up on this movie at all. It did not spoil anything. There is so much more to this movie than what we got in the trailers. And I'm definitely going to say this movie is a fun ride. If you're going there to just see Michael cause mayhem in Haddonfield, you're definitely going to get that. Not every Halloween fan is going to be happy with this one. I feel like there's going to be a lot of mixed opinions like there is with Halloween 2018, and I can completely understand that and see why. Because again, the movie does have problems, but there are things in this movie that as a Halloween fan makes me happy. There was some really cool stuff in this movie. Things I would have changed. It's not perfect. If I was going to rate Halloween Kills, I'd probably, at this moment in time, I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. Now, you guys got to remember, I've only seen this movie once. I definitely want to rewatch it. You know, it might grow on me, but as of right now, I'm not super impressed with it, but I'm definitely not let down. There are things that did let me down, but there's definitely things in it that really make me happy as a Halloween fan. I will say that Halloween Kills could have had more potential. It could have been a better movie 100%, but it's also not the worst movie in the franchise, and I'm going to have to really let it sink in a little bit. This is literally, I'm filming this right now, like I just got back from the theater not that long ago, and it's still sinking in, but these are my like first thoughts on the movie. But overall, you know, if you're a Halloween fan and you know you're worried about it, I would still say watch it. I can see why some Halloween fans will probably enjoy this more than some Halloween fans, if that makes sense. And then there's going to be Halloween fans that don't enjoy it as much as some Halloween fans. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be very mixed, and I think, you know, that's okay. The movie definitely lives up to its name, Halloween Kills. That's a perfect name for it. I do recommend watching it if you haven't yet. If you were like a little worried about it, don't be worried about the flashback scenes. Don't be worried about the kills. It's all good stuff. There's problems. Just know there's problems. It's not a perfect Halloween film, but I do highly recommend watching this movie. So that is my non-spoiler review for Halloween Kills. If you guys did enjoy this, please leave a like and subscribe. That would be much appreciated. Again, I'm probably going to do a spoiler discussion next week. You know, I'm going to talk all about the spoilers because I do have a lot to say about that as well. But this is my non-spoiler review. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys have seen Halloween Kills. With that being said, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video.